From being a poor bus driver's son to a mystery baby that might be his, there's a lot about Ciryl Gane that you might not know. Here's all about his personal life, starting with his childhood. Okay, so first up, let me tell you about some pretty basic details about this guy. Not a lot of people know about them because Gane rarely talks about his past or his personal life.
Really angry about myself. Really angry because
The fighter was born in Western France on the 12th of April back in 1990. He grew up with his parents and one brother, David Gane. As a child, Ciryl was a pretty well-behaved kid, not causing any trouble and always getting along with most people. This is the reason that as a child, he got the nickname of Bon Gamin, which translates to good kid in French. Now, that's kind of adorable. No, he was born right after his older brother, so they don't have much of an age gap between them. But because Gane never talks about his family a lot, we don't know much about his older brother. His father, Ciryl Gane, was a bus driver in France. Unlike many other MMA stars that we see today, Gane's story with the sport is a little different. You see,
Still 2 more rounds. If he keeps attacking that body.
he wasn't exactly born with a passion for MMA, nor did he know that this was what he was going to do with his life. In fact, he liked football and basketball as a kid, and according to some sources, he was pretty good at both those sports, and that's what he wanted to do when he grew up. I know, that must leave you all wondering, how did Gane get into MMA?
Ciryl Gane, how are you, sir? You well?
I'm fine, and you?
Very well indeed. Good to see you. Lots to talk about, obviously.
Well, I'll tell you how. As I said, his passion when he was a kid was football and basketball, and that's what he wanted to do. But his family never really had a lot of money, so he ended up working at a furniture store to support his family, instead of pursuing his dream of becoming a footballer or basketballer. This might just have been the best decision of his life, because it was at this store that he found his real calling, when a friend of his and a former classmate introduced Gane to Muay Thai. For those of you who don't know, Muay Thai, which is sometimes even referred to as a sort of boxing,
Job with that left kick. Well, even mixing it up. Oh, the right. But Gane takes out the leg.
is a type of combat martial arts. The sport combines the use of knees, fists, elbows, and shins, which is very noticeable in Gane's fighting style. After discovering this sport, Gane realized that this was what he wanted to do in his life and started practicing to gain mastery over it. But enough about that. Now, let me tell you guys about his family background, because Gane doesn't come from a very wealthy family. As soon as he could, he started getting little jobs to help support them. His father struggled to keep the family financially stable, so Gane, along with his older brother, had to get menial jobs to earn a little extra cash, while his mother took care of the house. Talking about his household roots, Gane is French and was born in Pays d'Alois, a small community in La Roche-sur-Yon. But everyone knows that. What they don't know is the fact that Gane has Caribbean ancestry too. His father is of Guadeloupean descent, while his mother is French. That kind of explains the fighter's attractive looks.
the first one, and now the third one is really bigger. That's true.
Ciryl, how do you prepare?
Wouldn't you agree? But being an attractive, successful player, how's it possible that he's single? Well, let's dive a little into his personal life. Like, who's he dating? Now, this one is a tricky question. I've mentioned how Gane has rarely ever talked about his family, and he's even more tight-lipped when it comes to his dating life. We barely know anything about his love life, although none of us is going to believe that he doesn't have any love interests. I mean, come on. He's a successful, hot MMA fighter. There's no way he doesn't have something going on for him, right? Well, he's neither confirmed nor denied that he has a girlfriend. All he talks about is that he's focusing on building his professional career in recent years.
Look at this guy, he's a specimen. He's so exciting. He's got so much power, explosiveness.
But what about those marriage rumors, huh? One thing is for sure, although there have been quite a few of those going around, I don't think that's the case. But people do have reasons to believe this rumor too, and I'll tell you why. You see, back in August 2021, he posted something on his Instagram account that made fans lose their minds. No one knew exactly what the post meant, but it felt like he had a kid. Yep, you heard that right. He posted a picture of him holding a newborn, with a baby emoji covering the baby's face to hide its identity. I know what you're thinking, could have been anyone's. But nope, he posted this picture with a caption reading, "Second victory." Now, that's some great news for Gane fans.
Ciryl Gane just 3-0, highly thought of as a big-time prospect in this division.
Who started speculating that he's actually either married or in a serious relationship with someone, and that was his own child. Well, even if he is with someone like that, he's done a great job hiding her identity so far. Wouldn't you agree? But let's hope people don't try to invade his privacy to reveal information he doesn't want outed. Now, something that he is vocal about is his training. Let's talk more about that. When you look at Gane, you see an insanely athletic man, so he must train really hard for that body and strength, right? Well, since he gets asked about his training so much, he finally decided to spill the beans. And his answer is sure to surprise all of you.
Yeah, there's still 2 more rounds. If he keeps attacking that body.
He said that he's not proud of this, but the fact is, he's lazy when it comes to training. In fact, he doesn't train all year round, or for months and months, unlike some of the other fighters in the sport. Apparently, he only trains when a fight is announced, and that's when he gives it his all, to get totally ready before the fight. He also stated the reason behind this, saying that even outside MMA, he has a lot of other things that require his time. Media obligations, opportunities outside of MMA, and most importantly, his family that requires the most of his time and attention. So that's how he balances out his career with his life. And so far, it's been working pretty well for him. Wouldn't you agree? Well, if you don't agree, you surely will after I tell you about his net worth. Now, this might be the most interesting part of the video, because I'm going to tell you about some pretty big numbers. According to the Sports Daily, Gane's income from UFC alone in 2021 was estimated to be around $500,000. Yeah, you heard that right. He earns a lot of money from each fight. As you know, UFC fights generate more money if there's more hype around the fight, and Gane is pretty good at doing just that. One of his fights even paid around $146,000 in June 2021, so his net worth is estimated to be anywhere from $3 to $4 million. And even that is expected to increase in the coming years. Not to mention, he earns more money from things other than MMA. For instance, he does endorsements for footwear and apparel brands, which earns him some pretty sweet dough. Well, that was all about the personal life of fighter Ciryl Gane.
Respect for anybody. He's always like that. And yes, I can hear.
Right now, I'm sure, just to say the least, but I guess talk to me about what is going through your mind at the moment.